Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Super Sunday Football Review for round 18 of the NRL. Hope you guys are doing well on this Sunday night. It is currently 8:10 p.m. We saw three games of football today. We saw the Panthers beat the Broncos up there at Suncorp Stadium, 30 points to 16. We saw the West Tigers defeat the Brisbane Broncos, 42 points to 24. And we just saw the South Sydney Rabbitohs beat the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs up at CPAS Super Stadium on the Gold Coast, 32 points to 24. If you guys are new to the channel around here, make sure you guys like this video, comment your thoughts on today's games in the comment section below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I guarantee you won't be disappointed, but we'll try and get through each game as quickly as we can. I don't really like reviewing three games in the one video, but with all the games being pretty much back-to-back, it's been very hard to do a separate video on each game. So we're going to get through it, and let's rip into it, lads. So the first game, Penrith 30, New Zealand 16. We'll go through the try scores in this game. It all started off in the first minute or so. William Kikau scored the first try. I believe it was off a charge down. Chad Townsend put a kick in, and Kikau charged down and scored. And then Wade Egan scored for the Warriors. A nice short ball. I believe it was to Matt Lodge, and then Wade Egan got it back, which was a very good try for him as well. Warriors go to a 6 points to 4 lead. And then it just went downhill for the Warriors there. 12th minute, 15th minute, and 17th minute. In that 5-minute gap between the 12th minute and the 17th minute, the Warriors lost 3 players. They lost Tohu Harris, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and Wade Egan. All gone for the game. So, you know, the Warriors, it was unbelievable that the Warriors were still in the game at that point. And then the Warriors hit back. You know, they were taking control of this game. Reece Walsh with a beautiful face ball to Rocco Berry. He scores. Warriors 10-4. The Warriors are down to about 13 men. They had no bench, which was going to be a tough ask for the Warriors. And then in the 25th minute, no try to Josh Curran. Chad Townsend throws a 4+. I thought it was a tough call. I thought it should have been allowed, but anyway. Move on. 28th minute. Panthers off the scrum. Tyrone May cut out ball to Brian To'o. He scores over in the corner. Crichton converts it. 10-all after 28 minutes. And then in the 34th minute, Matt Burton beats the defence. All the Warriors players, they rushed up at Matt Burton. He beat the defence. Gave it back to Kikau. He scores his double. Crichton converts the goal. Half time. Panthers 16. Warriors 10. Warriors are in the game, but like I said, down to 13 men. They've lost 4 players. They can't use the 18th man because I don't think any of them were for HIA. So it was a very, very tough ask for the Warriors. And the Panthers played it well. They just wanted to, you know, wait for the Warriors to burn out all their stamina. And that's what they did. The Warriors are down to 13 men. It's just going to be so hard, especially against Penrith. And then the Warriors, they tried very hard for about 15 minutes of the second half, and then the Panthers, they took the life out of them here. They tried to Stephen Crichton. Actually, no, Charlie Staines scored the try. Stephen Crichton with a great flick. Crichton misses the goal. Panthers 20-10. And then this tried to just ice the game. Liam Martin scores for Penrith, 26-10. Tyrone May cut out ball to Charlie Staines. He collects a double. Panthers 30-10. And then Reece Walsh scores with 5 minutes to go. And full time, Panthers beat the Warriors, 30 points to 16. I've got to say, full credit to the Warriors. Down to 13 men. They had no bench for the second half. Fennell Blake made a funny joke during the game to the referee. Come on, sir, give us a call. We got no bench. I thought that was very funny. But, you know, some of the Warriors players had to play the full game tonight. You know, Matt Lodge had to play 80 minutes. Fennell Blake had to play 76 minutes. Sirenan Tawaga had to play the full 80. The Warriors were brave. They had Josh Curran play big minutes. It was tough for the Warriors, but the Panthers, they get the job done. Some of the good players for the Warriors, we'll say, let's go through it. Reece Walsh, thought he played well. Rocco Berry was good. Fennell Blake and Lodge were awesome for the Warriors. They tried very, very hard. Tavaga had a good game. I thought Wade Egan was good before he got injured, unfortunately. Also, I thought Leeson Armel and Eli Katal were good, along with Josh Curran. As for the Panthers, though, Dylan Edwards was decent at fullback. Stephen Crichton was a little bit quiet for my standards. Brian Toto and Brent Naden were very good. Tyrone May and Burton were decent in the halves. Leota and Fisher Harris were good. Yo was exceptional. Kickout was good. Pretty poor second half though from Kickout. Also, I thought Liam Martin, Spencer Linu and Sorensen were good as well. But the Panthers for mine, just a little bit too good for the Warriors. My top 3 players on ground for this game though, I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with Matt Burton. Number 2, I'm going to go with Reece Walsh. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to go with Brian Toto for man of the match. Thought he was very good today, Brian Toto, and he gets my man of the match for the Panthers win over the Warriors. Now let's move on to the other game. It was a doubleheader up at Suncorp Stadium. The Tigers beating the Broncos 42 points to 24. A very entertaining game of football here, and it all started off with the Broncos early on there in the 5th minute. A try to Corey Oates scoring in the corner. Asako converts the goal. Broncos 6-0 after 5 minutes. And then a penalty goal from the Broncos. Asako converts that one. Broncos 8-0 after 10 minutes of the game. And then in the 10th minute, Adam Doueihi with a nice offload to Lushani Leilua. He goes over and scores for the West Tigers. Broncos still lead 8 points to 6. And then in the 18th minute, Tyson Gamble with a nice grubber kick for Jordan Ricky. And then Asako misses the conversion right in front. Pretty shocking to miss that. Broncos 12-6 after 18 minutes. And then in the 30th minute, David Nofoaluma scores in the corner for the Tigers. Broncos still lead 12 points to 10. And then right before half-time, in the 38th minute, Payne Haas made a bust through. Gave it on to Thomas Flegler. He went over and scored. Half-time, Broncos 18 points to 10. I thought the Tigers, even though they were down at half-time, I thought they were still playing okay. They were dominated in possession. Brisbane had so much ball, and I thought the Tigers were doing okay to only be down by 8 at half-time. And then in the second half, 45th minute, Dane Laurie with a very easy try. Just a simple block play. Beat Herbie Farnworth quite easily. And then he scores that try there. Broncos still up 18-14. And then, literally, the next set after scoring points, Dane Laurie makes a line break down the field, and then the Tigers shift to that right-hand side. Brooks to Doueihi, to Tommy Talau. Talau scores. Doueihi converts it. Tigers 20-18. 2 tries in 2 minutes from the Tigers. Fantastic effort from the Tigers there. 50th minute, Tyson Gamble, short ball to Jordan Ricky. Offload back on the inside to Katoni Staggs. He scores for the Broncos. Broncos 24-20. And then the Tigers hit back in the 61st minute with Tommy Talau. Again, poor defence from Herbie Farnworth and Brodie Croft. There was no communication there whatsoever. Doueihi converts the goal. Tigers 26-24. And then some controversy in the 65th minute. A no try to Jermaine Asako. Jordan Ricky's decoy run apparently takes out Luke Brooks. Look, I've watched it 1,000 times this afternoon. Let's be honest here. Luke Brooks was never, ever going to get to that right outside of the Broncos. It was never, ever going to get there. So, a harsh call against the Broncos there. And I believe that moment sucked the life out of them. Anyway, Tigers, about 3 minutes later, they go down the other end and score. Nofoaluma collects a double. Doueihi misses the kick. Tigers still up though, 30-24. And then Mamalo chases the bomb. And then on debut, Pulga, I think his name is, he scores on debut for the Tigers, 36-24. And then Stefano, the big front rower, scores for the West Tigers. And at full time, West Tigers 42, Brisbane Broncos 24. Very, very entertaining game of football here. The Broncos, I thought Asako should have scored that try. It shouldn't have been a no try. Common sense was literally all over the place in that game. But if the Broncos fans want to come out and say that cost them the game, then they can do that. I thought it was a tough call against them. The Tigers, they took advantage of their opportunities that they had, and they did well to get the job done today over the Broncos up there at Suncorp Stadium. It was anyone's game. It could have went either way, but the Tigers get the job done up there at Suncorp Stadium. Some of the good players from the game. We'll start with the Broncos. I thought Tessie New was good, but he needs to learn to pass the ball a bit more. I thought Katoni Staggs had a good game. Asako was very quiet for mine. I thought Tyson Gamble played really well, in my opinion. Brodie Croft was terrible. I thought Payne Haas was awesome. I thought Jordan Ricky was outstanding off the bench. Flegler was good. For the West Tigers, though, I thought Dane Laurie was outstanding. I thought Nofaluma was good. Tommy Talau and Junior Pulga was good. Adam Doueihi was outstanding. I thought Luke Brooks was decent. Nothing amazing, though. I thought Luciani, Leilu, and Thomas McKaylee were good. Stefano was excellent. Joe Offaringawi was good. Alex Tor was decent. Tigers, for mine, they get the job done over the Broncos up there at Suncorp Stadium. My top 3 players on ground for this game, though. Number 3, I'm going to go with Tommy Talau. Number 2, I'm going to go with Dane Laurie. Number 1, my man of the match, Adam Doueihi. He had about 4 try assists. He was on a 5 try assists, actually. He was absolutely outstanding. So Adam Doueihi gets my man of the match, and the Tigers win over the Broncos. Now, the final game of the round, South Sydney 32, Canterbury 24. I thought the South would win this game by about 40 to 70 points. But the Dogs showed up and they had a go, which was good to see. And we'll go through the game. It all started off in the 15th minute for the Bunnies. The first try went to Tarnane Mill on that right wing. He's actually been playing all right, some decent footy, Tarnane Mill. He scores the first try in the corner. Reynolds misses the goal. South's 4-0 after 15 minutes. And then in the 18th minute, Alex Johnson scores for South Sydney. Reynolds kicks that goal. South's 10-0, and we're all sitting there thinking Bulldogs are going to get smoked. But then in the 29th minute, Aaron Schoof or Aaron Schoffe, so hard to pronounce his name, he scores in the corner for the Dogs. And then it's 10-6 in favour of South Sydney. And then in the 34th minute, right before, and this is a great try, this one here, Corey Allen goes over for the Dogs. Great try in the corner for Corey Allen. Conversion successful by Jack Averillo. Bulldogs, 12-10 at half time. I couldn't believe it. Souths were playing awful. They were playing garbage. It was like, you bloody, you put cheese wrappers in the bin and you take it outside, and after a while it smells. That was South Sydney in the first half. They were poor, man. And then one of the stupidest things I've ever seen from a player. I've never seen anything like it. Half-time's gone. Both teams are walking off the field. And Lachlan Lewis decides to walk over to Cody Walker and just tackle the poor bastard to the ground. What is he doing? And then the bunker have a look at it, and then Ben Cummins decides to sin bin Lachlan Lewis. And the first 10 minutes of the second half, Lachlan Lewis is gone. He's in the bin. And I'm sitting there going, you are kidding me. What are the Dogs doing? They're leading at half time, and Lachlan Lewis goes out and does that. A really, really stupid thing to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if Trent Barrett drops Lachlan Lewis to reserve grade for doing that, because that was very, very dumb from him. And then anyway, in the second half, South started the second half really well. In the 41st minute or whatever it was, Alex Johnson scores his second try of the game, and I believe he does his hamstring. And it was a big loss. He went off, didn't come back as well, Alex Johnson. And then in the 46th minute, a penalty goal from Adam Reynolds. South Sydney 18-12 after 46 minutes gone. And then in the 54th minute, Jade Knockenball scores for Canterbury. Averillo converts the goal from the sideline. It's 18 apiece. And then in the 62nd minute, Jacob Host scores a try off a nice grubber kick from Cody Walker. South's 24-18. And then Cameron Murray scores in the 66th minute. South's 28-18. And we're thinking, well, it's game over. And then, unbelievable, 67th minute, Bailey Bondi Oddie, he scores a try off a bloody Jacob Host mistake. It's 28-24 South Sydney. There's 10 minutes to go. I'm going, what's going on here? Here come the Dogs. And then with 5 minutes to go, Souths go left-hand side, and Braden Burns throws it back inside, and Mark Nichols scores, and the Rabbitohs win 32 points to 24. And my God, if you're a Bulldog supporter, you'd be proud of the effort, but my God, if you're a South supporter, you must be disgusted with that performance. I thought they were poor Souths. They were lucky to win the night. If they were playing anyone in the top 8 tonight, they would have got thrashed, I reckon. They were poor. But some of the good players tonight, we'll start with the Bulldogs, the away side. Thought Nick Meaney played okay. Thought Corey Allen was outstanding. Aaron Schoffe was fantastic. Hopper Wada even played well, which was good to see. Averillo was good. Lachlan Lewis was up and down. Hetherington was up and down as well. Sione Katoa was shit. Like Luke Thompson was okay. He's definitely had better games than what he had tonight. Corey Waddell was decent. Josh Jackson, I thought he was great. I thought Ava Siamona Fanai had a really good game, along with Ogden. As for the Bunnies, though, I thought Blake Tafe was great for Souths. I thought Alex Johnson was good before he went off injured. Tane Milne was good. Walker and Reynolds, they were up and down. Mark Nichols and Tom Burgess were great. Keon Koloamatangi was outstanding. Murray was awesome. I thought Paddy Mago and Braden Burns were good as well for South Sydney. But look, South Sydney, a very ugly win. Wayne Bennett won't be happy with the performance, but it's a win that South Sydney had to get, and I guess the Bulldogs will still remain last on the competition ladder. But my top 3 players on ground for this game, though, I'm going to go number 3, Corey Allen for the Dogs. Number 2, I've got to go with Blake Tafe. And number 1, my man of the match, Keon Koloamatangi was awesome, so he gets my man of the match for tonight's game. But if you guys enjoyed the Super Sunday football review, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I hope your team won this weekend. If not, good luck next weekend. Thanks for watching, lads. See you in the next one.